What is up, YouTube? This is Asian with Cards, and today I'm going to come at you with my updated Vanquish deck. I made a couple changes since my last profile. I've been testing the deck a lot online, and I just want to put in some more consistency cards so I could see raising more often. Because I think before I only had like 9 to 10 copies. So in this list, I put in more consistency cards, as you guys will see. And yeah, I got a new card in the extra deck, which I'll probably just show you guys now. But I was able to pick up 3 of the newly Ultimate Rare Rock. The Vanquisher. This card looks crazy, especially with the spiral. So let me show you what you guys think about that card. I just picked these up, so I want to profile the deck, and I thought it was be a good time. I just finished watching the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs won, so I'm pretty happy about that. So if my voice sounds kind of weird, it's because I've been yelling all night. So yeah, without further ado, I'll get on with the list. It is 40 cards, and yeah, starting off for the Vanquish monsters, Triple Raisin. I don't have to mention that guy. He's pretty standard. Unfortunately, this deck revolves around him, so it's pretty hard to win if you don't open him up. And then I play 2 Mad Love. I cut him down to 2. I was playing 3 at first, but I think 2's fine now, especially with the added cards to get you Raisin. And then I play 2 Caesar. This card's really cool. I like. I've seen people play this at 2, but I think at 3. But I think 2's a perfect number because it's not really a starter, and you can easily search it with your Raisin. And then I'm also playing 2 Borger. I was playing 3 of this at first, but I think 2's fine. It's really easy to see. And once you see it in rotation, you don't really want to see multiples because you have other darks in the deck to reveal for your other cards. And then I play 2 Xiaolong. 2 Xiaolong's fine. I was playing 3 for a little bit, but I've been testing 2, and 2's fine because it doesn't really unbrick your hand. It's just really good to see without Raisin. So that's that. And it's a good fire to reveal off to for Staker Soul. And then I play the 1 Pantera. I think a lot of lists were playing 2 of this card, but I think 1 is just fine because you don't want to clog up your hand with names. You really just want to see like 1 Raisin and then all like non-engine. Because right now, like all the decks, like the Wanted, like Fire King, Sinful Spoil decks, their engines are just super strong. So you need to combat their engine with non-engine to beat them, if that makes sense. So it's for the monsters. For Vanquish Soul spells, honorary Staker Soul. If this was a Vanquish Soul card, you'd probably, this deck would be insane. And we play the 1 Continue. I cut the Dust Devil for my last list. I don't see anyone playing that card anymore. That card was only good during Cashier format, so you don't need to play it. And then I am playing the 1 Snow Devil. And then I saw one guy playing this on, I forgot what YouTube channel it was. I wish I could shout you out, but I definitely forgot. But this card, it's Vanquish Soul Trinity Burst. So it's pretty much like a double compulse, depending on what you reveal. It's a really good card too. It's a super from the set that the Vanquish monsters came out of. So yeah, this card's crazy. It's really good against the Fire King deck because it bounces and not destroys. Because sometimes you don't really want to search Snow Devil against that deck because King, their field doesn't really hurt. Sometimes it can hurt depending on what they end on, but normally you just want to get this, the Trinity Burst. And sometimes if you have both of these cards in rotation, you just pretty much win because you like bounce 2, and then for like when they try and like push back, you can just blow up their field. So yeah, that's it for the Vanquish Soul Spell and Traps. And now for the consistency cards, I play 1 Rhoda, search Raisin, 2 Durendal, search Raisin. I cut it down to 2 Prosperity. I was playing 3, but I kept drawing this card in tandem with Borger, so I just think 2's fine. And 2 Small World. So yeah, this is it for, so you're playing the 6 Raisins with the Staker Soul, and then 10, so 13 Raisins. So hopefully you draw it. There's been times where I still don't draw it. But I mean, that's Yu-Gi-Oh for you. But I try to maximize the consistency as possible. And then for non-engine / like hand traps, board breakers, double Fenrir, and the 1 Rise Heart. I've always played 2 Fenrir. I just feel like 3's a little bit too cloggy. I know like people are gonna be like, "What the heck? This card's like the best card in the game." But in my opinion, I think 2's fine. And they run Rise Heart because being able to search for fire and earth is crazy. And we play Triple Nib. Unfortunately, this isn't a dark earth or fire, but it's just too high impact to play, especially when you like whittle your opponent's resources with your 2 trap cards. Just being able to use this just to break their board is really cool. And then Triple Ash, crazy card because it's a fire, and it does a lot of stuff in your deck. Unfortunately, they can a lot of your fire monsters are kind of susceptible to being revived by Hida, so that's kind of like the downside of the deck. But other than that, yeah, Ash is good. And then I play Triple D Shifter. This card just wins games sometimes. A lot of times, and also, like, if you shifter them, you can do a lot of damage, and then you can burn with Borger. and then have them like on a clock, so then you can like Borger again. So a lot of times like just having Shifter is really good, and then you can also make Zeus on top of Shifter. So yeah, so I think that's a reason to play this. Plus it's a dark, so crazy card. And then the triple Imperm. Unfortunately, I'm kind of iffy on this card. I might play Valor instead, just because when you draw it off Borger, it's kind of useless. But yeah, that's it for the going second, slash non-engine hand traps. I was testing Talons for a while, but I decided to cut it because if they don't hand trap you going first, then it's kind of useless. And going second, it's okay. But yeah, that's in my opinion. So that's it for the main deck. And then we'll go on to the extra deck. Triple Ulti Rock. Like I said before, this card just looks amazing in Ulti. Thanks Konami for giving us this card. It's like you can bling out the deck pretty much, which is really cool. So 3 rock, 1 security dragon. This card's really cool just because it plays with zones, and a lot of the Vanquish Soul cards play with zones. 1 Cerberus, just in case you need to deal with a problematic monster, and you can't make SP because of the not having an extra deck monster. Especially if they have a big nib token, just being able to pop, it's really good. 1 SP, every extra deck should play SP. The 1 Blackluster Soldier, I made this a lot against Fire King, and sometimes they can't out it, so it's really cool. And then 1 Appaloosa, I really didn't have anything else to play, so you could play a Phoenix instead if you want to, or a second SP. Then 1 Boral Sword, just need something to kill your opponent, and being able to spam out your monsters is really cool, because then you can just Boral Sword for game. And a lot of people forgot what this does. I've had a lot of people read this card, which is funny. And then for rank 4s or Exceeds, the 1 Exciton, this is a flex spot too. I'm not sure what I'd play because it's kind of bad right now against Fire King. 1 Baguska. This is really good too if you get hand trapped and you're not able to make a pretty strong board. You can use Baguska. The Zoo package, just for Zeus. 1 Dweller. Sometimes, same thing with Baguska. If you get hand trapped at a certain point and you really can't end on anything, you can usually end on 2 level 4s through hand traps. So being able to make these 2 in certain situations is really good. And then last but not least, the 1 Zeus. So that's it for the extra deck. Pretty standard for the most part. I've seen people cut down rock to 2, but I think 3's mandatory because in the grind game, you just need that recursion. For side deck, playing triple troll, just standard. Some decks just auto-lose this card. And Flu is a really bad matchup, so you just want to have that. Triple Ghost Bow, it's an Earth, stops Lab, really good card. Triple Crow, okay against Lab because you can banish their welcomes. And then against Fire King, it's pretty good too. And then for back row removal, I play the double Lightning Storm and Feather Duster. And then I've seen a lot of people online playing this card, and this card's actually pretty cool going second against Fire King. Just so release, just banishing their whole grave, and then going off from there is really cool. So this card's pretty cool, pretty insane. And then the 1 of their can. I feel like you don't really need to play too many going first cards in this deck, because the deck is really good going first. So going first, you can just put this in, and then side in the hand traps. That will hurt your opponent, and then hopefully you can draw into them with Borger, and then draw again. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Please let me know what you guys like about the deck, what you change. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, subscribing as always. Peace.